Taking a look at the trading week beginning October 22nd, we need to keep an eye on and closely monitor the relationship between risk assets like stocks and gold. They are rarely both making new all-time highs together as they did last week. Typically, when that happens, it points to either higher prices in the future, and by that I mean inflation, combined with lower rates, or it points to one of the two asset classes being overdone. So that means that there's a decent probability, it's at least not impossible, that one of those two could sell off, or that we're looking toward a little bit of a higher pressure from inflation in the future. And I'm not talking about next week or the week after, talking further down the road. And that's also being reflected in yields, because this particular week, we had the 10-year and the 30-year rise in yield more than the front end did. As a matter of fact, the front end was close to unchanged, while the 10-year and the 30-year were up between 7 and 10 basis points, depending on what point in the week you spotted them. We also have lots of international central banks speak next week. The list starts with Minneapolis Fed President Neil Kashkari. Then we get Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey and Philly Fed President Patrick Harker in the U.S., followed by Fed Governor Michelle Bowman and ECB President Christine Lagarde, as well as Bank of England Deputy Governor Sam Woods and Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee member Catherine Mann. So there will definitely be some commentary coming out of there from those three major central banks that could influence markets, especially FX markets, taking a look at how strong the dollar has been specifically. Also, next week is a big earnings week. 350 companies with over $1 billion in market cap reporting, including Tesla, IBM, Texas Instruments, T-Mobile, Verizon, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Boston Scientific, Boeing, General Dynamics, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, 3M, Honeywell, Coca-Cola, Colgate-Palmolive, and UPS. In terms of data, Sunday night interest rate decision from the People's Bank of China. Monday, German PPI and the U.S. leading index of economic indicators. Tuesday, not a whole lot, a bunch of that Fed speak that I mentioned. Wednesday, we have a Bank of Canada rate decision, existing home sales in the U.S., and the release of the Fed's Beige Book. Thursday, Germany, the EU, the UK, and the US all have their small to medium-sized business manufacturing PMIs, also new home sales in the US. And Friday, durable goods and Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations in the US.